This is Trumpetman with another round of Arena Open Shielding. So let's jump on in, see how we do this time. And not loving what I'm seeing here. But hopefully there's a hidden rare that will surprise us when we look. Nope, Temporal Anchor. That's not exactly what I'm looking for. Urkel Temporal Anchor are good reasons for games to go really long. So maybe if we can build like a blue control deck, I could actually see like a reason to draft, or not draft, a reason to actually play that style of deck. We have an Urza's rebuff and third passive on, so there's just like a bunch of reasons to go long in blue. We have two disfigures, which slows things down nicely. So that's an option. In red, we have a Mutt plus an Excavation Explosion. Pretty solid, and an Obliterating Bolt. Two Blitz Automatons, but otherwise red's pretty shallow. It's also extremely aggressive, as usual. Green has a bunch of Sidonal Stalwarts, which could help us splash if we want to. Ooh, two Hero of the Dunes. That's an actual payoff. And two Boulder Branch Golems. Door to Nothingness was the final rare. I don't think we can make that work, though. It could be cool. Two Hero of the Dunes plus Legion of the Ashes. I'm pretty sure I should play those cards. So whether or not they're splashed or not is a different question. In white, we have a few different, like we have Ambush Paratroopers, which I think is a pretty decent card. And then maybe like Carrion Locust. Carrion Locust getting the bump in power off the Hero of the Dunes is quite nice, because it becomes a 3/1 flyer. That's a real clock. So the question is, do we want to build white-black or... I was going to say white-green-black, but it doesn't really... There's no real reason to do that. Let's just look at white-black first. We'll come back to these in a little bit. I don't know if we're going to play Boulder Branch Golems, but again, that card's just pretty excellent. So usually I think it's a good idea to. We could alter something out, but I'm like, let's see, sack a creature. Not super impressed by that. We're going to basically play Scrapwork Mud in any deck, I think. You know, we have really good aggressive red cards. So we could play red-white aggro, splash the black. I have all of these which are interested in attacking. Basically, instead of the Boulder Branch Golems, we could play Blitz Automatons. Actually cast them when we need to. My black is actually not very good. Or is my white not actually very good? My white's kind of bad. It's basically just paratroopers. I guess the black is better. You know what? I think black-red is the actual place to be. Yeah. A bunch of those white cards really suck. And alter with conscripted infantry is actually really good, because you can turn both of them into 3/3s, and then it also helps power out Blitz Automaton. I mean, this is looking pretty solid. We have 5 2-drops. How good's the Juggernaut here? Only okay. I want to make sure the Legion of the Dunes, like the Hero of the Dunes, is what we're building our deck around. I think right now we have 18 creatures. These can also be 3s. I think maybe we just cut the Carrion Locust or the Battlefield Butcher. I kind of like the Butchers though, because if the game stalls out, they're just a way to win the game. They're not the most aggressive, but we are going to just be trading like 3/1s, so they're going to eventually get... It's a game plan all their own. So if I just cut the Carrion Locust, and we have just this really low to the ground aggressive deck, where we have some removal spells, and then we have sort of these mid-range combo engines. I like the look of that. We could play a Springleaf Drum over a land, I think, pretty easily. Probably over a Plains. Obviously, we're going to be playing Evolving Wilds. Do we cut another Plains? Right now, this is 5 white sources for 3 cards, which is about right. We would still have 8 sources for black and red if we count the Springleaf Drum, which is a little bit risky. The benefit of the white-black deck is we just have way better mana. But I think these red cards are a lot more synergistic. I'm just playing kind of junky ambush paratroopers if I play white-black. The problem is my mana's pretty bad here. I could get away with cutting a Plains and then adding in probably another mountain. If I do this, then I have 8 red sources, but most of my creatures are red. So then the Springleaf Drum's going to tap for black more often, so it's kind of like I have 8 black sources too. If I look at my 16 creatures, only 3 of them are expensive. Gixian Infiltrator, not really doing work in this deck, not too many ways to sacrifice. Corrupt, not really doing it. I could play Ravenous Gigamole. I have 16 creatures. It's really good with Hero of the Dunes and Battlefield Butcher. I should probably be playing that card. Maybe cut 1 infantry. Also, I was talking about how the Carrion Locusts gain a lot from the Hero of the Dunes. Maybe I should just cut the altar and the infantries and play Carrion Locusts instead as ways to keep attacking. Although the infantry with the Hero of the Dunes, it brings it back and then it turns all the 1/1s into 3/1s. It's a really good combo. So that's probably even better combo than the Carrion Locust. Maybe I should just be playing that. Maybe I should be playing all 3. I really like these cards. I just want to make sure the mana works. I could not play the Legion to the Ashes, but it's one of the few ways to deal with anything. And I think probably better to just cut my worst 3-drop. Maybe I should cut 1 Butcher. Because it's a really good way to win a long game. But I want to be aggressive. So it's not really a 3-drop. And if I need to cut a card, it's probably my worst one. Or I could cut Steel Exemplar. How often am I actually going to make it a 6/6 when I'm 3 colors? Yeah, I really like Steel Exemplar, but often it's just going to be a 4/4 here. That's not very good. Do I play Mishra in my deck? Artifact cards have Unearth. And it's a 4/4. It's pretty bad. Most of my good artifacts already have Unearth, or I'm not that interested in bringing them back. I don't have like a ton of sacrifice synergies for this card. All right, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look back through. Again, we're playing 16 creatures, but 13 of them are low to the ground. So I think the Springleaf Drum is still worth it. I don't know, though. If I played blue, because blue has all these... Blue basically has all my rares. What would I pair it with to make the game go long? I'd probably play blue, black, splashing white. I guess let's look at that. So we have this deck. Yeah, we can rebuild it. Let's just take out all the red cards. Let's look at a blue-black deck instead. We wouldn't be playing the Altar or the Blitz Automaton. I mean, this deck looks alright. It's a little slower, so it makes a little more sense in terms of, like, the disfigures and things. And it still has a decent number of creatures for the Springleaf Drum, though I'm not actually convinced that's good here. I guess how good is Hurkle in this deck? It's okay. We have some instance. The problem is I have enchantment, instant, sorcery. We're all split, so the Hurkyl's not going to draw very many cards. I guess I have the curates, but I'd probably end up cutting those. Like, that's my worst card. It has no combos other than binning cards for Hero of the Dunes. This deck is like pretty defensive, so the take flight doesn't really work very well. I think this deck's plan is just not good for the sealed format. It's trying to be really defensive, and it's probably just going to lose to bombs. At least the red deck has a plan of attacking. And we have to play enough creatures for the Gigamole, or we could cut it. The green just doesn't have anything other than the Boulder Branch Golems. There's no real reason to be in green. Unless you're playing like Battery Bearer. I guess the last option is to play more white, blue-white. Blue-white flyers with Hero of the Dunes and things on the splash. Again, though, like, I lose my ways to interact. I think Disfigure is really good even in the sealed format. I don't know, the blue cards just don't work with the other cards that well here. Because it's trying to slow the game down, and that's not really what we're interested in. I guess, did I want to play the Dwarven Forge Chanter? I hadn't really considered that one. Also, do I want to play Aeronaut's Wings? Probably not, but maybe. Okay, we're going to cut a Butcher, and then... We weren't playing the Dwarven Forge Chanter before. I could just cut the Legion to the Ashes. It's making my mana really, really awkward, because you want to play it early for it to be an answer, but I already have a lot of ways to interact early. And I just can't kill, like, the giant bombs, but... I feel a lot more comfortable splashing 2 Hero of the Dunes off of the 4 white sources. And then I can maybe play another creature that combos better with the deck. The Forge Chanter, I think it's a little too weak. I don't have that many spells. I'd rather just play like these 5 2-drops. And then just all the 3-drops. Do I play a Carrion Locust or another Battlefield Butcher? I guess that's the question. Oh, and I'd cut the Juggernaut before. But I wasn't playing any of these. I mean, I could play another Battlefield Butcher. Like I said, we're just trading a lot, so we're at 17 creatures. The Butchers are going to be a problem for our opponents. I think playing that's probably better than the Legion of the Ashes. Just, like, if my mana was better, I think I would easily just play the Legion of the Ashes. But I'm kind of just looking to attack here. I think the Juggernaut is actually still good. Otherwise, I could play a Carrion Locust, but I already have 8 3-drops already, so I don't know that playing a Carrion Locust is that good, other than it works really well with the hero. But I don't think Juggernaut's the card I want to cut. Yeah, this actually makes 4 3s with these as well. So I only have, what, 4 creatures that aren't 3 mana or less. So I have 13 creatures with 3 or less mana. This getting a power boost is not that good, though. It's just not a 3-drop I really want to play early. I think there's value in having it in our deck for the game going long. But I think the Carrion Locust might just be a better threat with the Hero of the Dunes. And how good is the Altar? It works really well with the infantry, but it's bad with... Well, it's good with Scrapwork Mutt and Thopter too, so it's good with 5 cards. And I can also sacrifice something and then bring it back for value with the hero if nothing's died yet. And it combos with Juggernaut too on 7, so I think it still earns a spot. Alright, I think this is our deck, our plan. We're going to be more aggressive because that's kind of what our deck is looking to do. Alright. Alright, we're going first. Nice curve here. I wonder what I want to name with Revoker. I'm probably going to play it on turn 2. We can name like Energy Refractor as a card. We can name our Argothian Sprite. Various other things. The statue, that was a statue, is kind of a blowout with that. Okay, so in red, probably just name Pendragon Strongbow, actually. We don't have any in our own deck. Seems like a reasonable card to name. Another card we could name is Scrapwork Mutt, but we actually do have that one. So I think this is the one we want to name. Make this so our 3/1s can attack past it. Could have just bashed for 3 that turn, but I think getting the 3/1 in play is more valuable. It's going to be a better one to trade off and then hero it back as well. Alright, I'm going to hit him for 6. Because next turn I could mutt away the Juggernaut and play the Rock Hunter. I'm pretty far away from 7 mana, so holding the Automaton doesn't do that much. I think we do still want to discard the Juggernaut. Because I want a hero next turn and pump everything. That's pretty huge. So discarding this to make sure I hit my land drop is pretty valuable. I'm just going to do that now, see if we want to change anything before combat. I doubt it, but... I guess if they flash in the 3/1, I could disfigure it. Or sorry, not the 3/1, the 1/2, the ambush paratrooper. Brother's Hood End would be a pretty big blowout here. Well, we'll just attack and play another 3/1. It's been working so far. Can never beat a 4/4. That's not true. I have Hero of the Dunes. Yeah, that's a good one. Land is lethal, so that's good. Yeah, so just bring it back, and then attack with all, and then we win. Alright, starting off with a win. I don't think our deck's insane or anything, but we came to attack, and that's what we did. Alright, we'll keep... This hand is kind of bad, but it's also kind of good. We have the infantry alter hero combo. We can make a lot of... Make a lot of 3/3s. And if we draw a land, I can play 2 more creatures next turn. If I don't, I might just make a 3/3. Or I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to trade and keep pressure up. That's probably better than making a 3/3. If this dies, though, then I have the 1/1 to fuel the Springleaf Drum. So there's value in that. We drew a land. They're not going to block this turn. But getting the altar online and just making a 3/3 every turn is going to be pretty valuable, I think. hold on. Because now we have this 1/1. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, you took 2 to sacrifice it. Whoops. For some reason I thought... Wow, that was horrible. That was horrible. I thought the 1 mana mode made a creature. Yeah, wow. I just didn't know what my card did. And can't even, like, undo that, too. Because it's not a normal mana ability. Oh, that's brutal. Well, that play was awful. On the bright side, we can hero back the infantry next turn. And start attacking. Or not. Oh, and then I just didn't even sacrifice this? What am I doing? Oh my god. Talking too much and having trouble paying attention at the same time, apparently. Yeah, that's actually really expensive then. The 2-tap sack. I was thinking for some reason only one mana to activate and make 3/3s, but not the case. Okay, I think we just go for the hero here. So that I can start attacking. Alternatively, I could play a Juggernaut. That'll attack as well. That hero lets me get in with multiple creatures faster. The downside is... if my opponent can kill the hero in combat, we kind of just lose. But again, I'm already behind. So in these types of spots, you kind of just need to go for it. If they block with the paratrooper, I can also locust away the paratrooper so they can't anoint it back. No problem. Okay, so back on the 3/3 plan then. Excuse me. Yeah, I think 3/3 is going to be better than Juggernauting. But also get the Locust down this turn. Although they don't even lose life right now, so maybe it's better to wait. But I can only make a 3/3. I'm limited by the number of activations here. However, this does present a problem for them right now. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm still going to Juggernaut. Even though I want to make a 3/3. That's going to be the better play here. I was going to trade with one of their creatures. I can start attacking with more things. And it's going to get a creature in their graveyard so I can Locust and start the 3/3s going. They can't get value off the Paratrooper yet to make it to blank the Juggernaut. Okay. Well, the good news is I can alter. I think if they were attacking me more, I'd be in a lot more trouble here. Like, I could be at like 10 life right now, but my opponent refused to attack me. They're just playing super defensively. I think I just want to get the 2-1 down, just so that if they keep attacking, I can at least attack back. Alright, so we're on the 3-3 engine making. That's good. But they also are attacking me for a lot, so that's bad. Now at 9 life. If I attack with my 2-3-1s, one just gets blocked here. I could attack with a 3-3 also. I don't think we're quite going quite wide enough yet for that. I was attacking with all of these. Basically get to eat a 3-3, but I get to hit for 8. Maybe that's better. Like, waiting is not really helping my situation because they have the paratrooper. They also have to kind of respect this attack. Like, they have to consider whirling strike, that kind of thing. So I probably would have just slammed if that were the case. Alright, I can sacrifice this. And gig them there. And then hopefully they don't have 2 artifacts to kill me. Gives me a couple turns to build out my board some more. Ooh, that's a problem. Probably... I just have to assume they can't draw another card, because I can't really beat that. So I'm going to just keep going wide here. It's better to do that than this, right? I think we want to go as wide as possible. The next one's good. No. Alright, so an artifact kills me if I attack with this. But again, I think if I don't attack, then I'm going to lose anyways. I think attack for 2. Play the Rock Hunter, which can trade. And I think play Battlefield Butcher. Rather than make a 3-3 this turn. It's gonna be a tough race to win. Those couple turns in the beginning of the game where I just completely punted were really, really egregious. It is getting dicey. Does a swamp do it? I don't think so. I can sacrifice my mutt. Do I sacrifice to make mana or a 3-3? Then I could unearth it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 5 blockers. They block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attackers. They take 3, 4, 5. If I draw Hero of the Dunes, that almost kills them, not quite. But I think that's my best option. So I can't afford to... Yeah, I need to just make mana here, because I'm going to have to unearth. Okay, Obliterating Bolt kills the Anointer. That's good. It's a close game. I'm also still just dead to an artifact. That's incredibly threatening. Got there. Not quite dead yet. That does kill me, though. It can bring back a Carrion Locust. This altar was glacially slow. Maybe our deck's not interested in that. Maybe having more Carrion Locusts would just be better. I don't need that much help to make my Hero of the Dunes better because people want to block me anyways. That's probably just not what my deck's about. So if the game does go super long, it's decent. Alright, does that do anything? They have 6 blockers. Like an automaton. I think we're just dead. I mean, hopefully they don't see the very, very obvious card in their graveyard that kills me. Yeah. The altar was just really bad. I mean, I punted with it, but even so, I was thinking it only took 1 mana to make the creature mode. I've never actually played with the altar before. Reading would help. I think it's just not what our deck's about. And I could just play another Carrion Locust, which I think is a lot better for just continuing to attack with this Hero of the Dunes plan. Because, yeah, we're like at 18 creatures, we just keep attacking. And it also means I don't need to play quite as many of this card. I think the Butchers actually were really good. If we can get the early damage in, then we can just win with the Butchers. I still have enough ways to, like, trade off and get my value back off these. But I don't need, like, 3 conscripted infantries for this deck. And our deck is scrappy. I think it's the worst pool I've opened today so far. There might be a better deck somewhere in here. But I was trying to build the slower decks. They just don't look good. The problem is you have to have ways to stop your opponent in this format if you're going to go slower. Because you have to deal with all the bombs in sealed. And I just don't see a way to do that with this. Like, there's no reason to slow down with this pool. Anyways, I think that change will help us a little bit. I think Springleaf Drum's still okay. It gets a lot worse if we're not having, like, the 1/1s to sacrifice. So we're playing 18 creatures. I think it's still probably good because it'll help ramp into what we need to. All right. Hey, 2, 3, 4. Not the 3-drop we want in our opening hand, but still fine. Will probably be good later on. Stack this for planes. Okay, no more lands. No more lands allowed. Butcher plus Gigamole means we might be getting the Butcher online faster than we would otherwise. so that's good. Ooh, I drew that one. Definitely going to be better than putting a butcher down. Just keep attacking the air. That is a problem. Although, if they're racing me, I care a little less about that. Oh, that's a good answer to it. Not the second, but it's going to be good. Get back another butcher, I think, over a juggernaut. I think so. I think I want the juggernaut just sitting there, threatening the 5 damage. Because I can actually revoker the crown after we trade, and then also get the butcher down. Locust is just destroying me today. Yeah, just attack with everything. They didn't want to move the crown, huh? They can trade, but then I still get in 4 damage. I have removal. Okay. That's fine. I can discard a land here and still get the butcher down. And if they don't have a way to prowess, then the butcher can just block. Guess that does prowess. So we're gonna be hit down to 6, but then again I can block after that. I can play both of these. I think we just want to keep attacking. They're almost dead. I'm one short of... Well, I have lethal in play. If their hand is just a bunch of do-nothing ground creatures here, then we are going to win. I think if they have a removal spell, they'll just fire it off on the Locust right now, and then I can't block. So if they attack, I can probably block with the Butcher. Well, no, I'm not blocking. They can put me to 1. But I have lethal. Even if they remove my graveyard, I have lethal. Nice. Yeah, I think they were overly aggressive with... If they just held back the Forge Chanter that game, they kept trading 3 damage for more damage. I don't know if that ended up working well for them, but that was close. In match 4, pretty nice hand here. A little bit awkward if we don't draw an immediate land, but we really only need to get to 3 mana immediately, and then we can be fine for a little while. I do need to really hit my 3rd land drop. We have a lot of pressure. That's really awkward, but the Felden helps a lot. Our poor scrapwork mutt, forever in exile. Didn't even get to unearth. Yeah, that is good. Ramping into that off the power stone is nice. Alright, I think we just attack and then we can just locust away their rager. I assume they have black mana somewhere in their deck. The 3-1 is eventually going to get outclassed. Oh, they did hit. That's unfortunate. Well, we get to Gigamole here. That's good. I may want to disfigure the Chaplain. I mean, yeah, it gives them a 2-for-1, but I don't know how much better the disfigure is going to get. I guess if they have, like, Yoshin Dissident in their deck, that would be a reason to hold the disfigure. Also, if I don't want them to be able to recommission, I might want to hold the disfigure. Could just double block the Baloth. I kind of want to get this Butcher down. So we can start dealing damage with it. I'm kind of fine to just get 2-for-1 by the Baloth, because we have Battlefield Butcher. Well, we're in trouble. I don't really have a good answer to that card. Jeez, it's so good. I need Power Stone Fracture, like, right now. Alright. Well, 7 is not 8. Guess take 8. This is just a total disaster. I can't even block that thing. Just 8/8 is so huge. I can't play the Locust because I need to find an answer to this and then nab it from the graveyard before I can attack again. If I play this, it's just going to die to the leveler. I don't know what to do here. Guess I just attack with everything. Basically have to draw my Power Stone Fracture. I'm not playing that one removal spell I could have splashed. It is very good against Cityscape Leveler, exiling it. Do I chump here? Probably. Big damage. But that thing has trample? I don't know what any of these cards do. I've never actually seen a Cityscape Leveler in play. I did not realize it had trample. I don't think it really matters, but... Oh my gosh. Yeah, clearly I don't know what multiple cards do today. This sealed run is showing that. Oh, man. Okay, well, I'm just dead. That's why that card is like number 1 or 2 win rate in the format. Right. This hand is really good. Hopefully they'll find us the planes to hero to bring it back. Yeah, I'll offer the trade there, that's fine. Do I want the drum, which lets us cast the hero, or just play a 3/1 this turn? Problem with taking drum is I don't actually have a creature right now. It's probably just better to play the 3/1 and then try to find other sources of white. I still have 3 other sources, and this basically ensures the game does go longer. Because we can like trade that off and then eventually... Also, it's just so good with Power Stone Fracture too. Ooh, that's a good one. I might make the game go shorter taking the infantry if they're not doing anything. They have Disenchant. Fortunate. Yeah, oh, I was thinking maybe they would just make a 1/1 off of that. Well, I have Excavation, Explosion, and Disfigure, which I might use. Basically, I want this game to be over as soon as possible. The problem is, if they just unearth this and make a 1/1, I'm in a little bit of trouble. Maybe I just get my 5 damage with Juggernaut in. Kind of seems like a waste, though. I don't know. I think I just need to get them to, like, really low life totals. I am the aggro right now. 2-for-1ing myself is pretty horrible, but... I guess now, by doing this, I can Power Stone Fracture the Power Stone away. Which definitely helps a lot. Wow, they drew a Swamp off the top, so now they can Harvester my Juggernaut. Okay, so I drew the land, so I can unearth this, and then I can Fracture, and we have Leaf. That worked out. I'm glad they didn't get rid of my Juggernaut. And that's game. I think we still keep, but it is a little bit sus. Ooh, now this hand's great. What do we play on 2? Probably the Rock Hunter. Gonna deal more damage overall. Hornstone Seeker on 2 mana should be illegal. Too good. Ah, they cycled this. Gonna have a Springleaf Drum in play. Interesting. Ooh, I could just play a Gigamole this turn. That's pretty good. I think I will do that. And I get my Hero of the Dunes. And we can even Feldon and Carrion Locust. They kind of don't want to trade at this point because they know about the hero. I think I'm going to Feldon and attack with the Rock Hunter. That way I can play the Carrion Locust post-combat. If they block with Scrapwork Mud, I just am able to get rid of it. They know I have the hero, but still, it's such a good block for them. That, yeah, it makes sense they're going to do that. I would do that if I were in their spot. And we can trade with our Argothian Opportunist. We have Hero of the Dunes coming down with a Juggernaut. It's all good. Okay, Alloy Animist is kind of a big game right now. The real question is, with Hero of the Dunes, do we just play that pre-combat so that we get extra power? And bring back a Rock Hunter? I think probably. Oh, they don't have Disfigure? Yeah, I think we do that and just attack with everything. I don't know what to kill with Disfigure, honestly. I guess if I kill Argothian Opportunist right now, I get to bash for 8. They go to 9. But Argothian Opportunist is also their weakest card currently. But if I get them to 9, then I have Juggernaut waiting in the wings. So I think that's probably worth doing. I'm going to tap the hero. Yeah. Getting in for 8 damage, putting him to 9 is really good. If this card were just a forest, I'd be in way worse shape. Because of the Animist. A lot of these games end up... I end up wanting to take way more aggressive lines because of the existence of Mishra's Juggernaut. Like, the game going longer, oftentimes just not what you want to be doing when you have that card online. Whoa. Alright. That might be good in the future. I think right now I just want to play my land, Unearth Juggernaut. Hit with the Juggernaut on the 3-1. And then next turn... Next turn, probably get in with everything with the hero. I don't think attacking with Feldon... Well, I could attack with Feldon. I have hero next turn anyways, so if I attack with this, they block here. they're more likely to take more damage. But yeah, actually, I think the Feldon attack is pretty good. Just because I know I'm going to get it back anyways. I don't think they can afford Feldon to get through. Which means my Juggernaut gets through, which means they're almost dead. Which one of those do we want to be able to play? Well, I have 7 mana right now. So probably the Scrapwork Mutt is going to be the best option. Only because I'm going to be attacking with a lot of stuff. I guess if this dies, it just kills them too, though. Oh, they don't have anything? Alright, I beat that as well. Yeah. Alright, we're 4-2. We need a 3-0 from here to make day 2. Obviously going to give it our best. This hand's a little clunky. I think it's still good. We need 1 land for our infantry, and then we're online. That's pretty great. Ooh, that also works. Kind of awkward. If I don't draw a land, then I need to use the Rock Hunter for mana. So that is what it is. They got the land that they're looking for, I bet. Ooh, we don't even have to tap for mana. Great. Keep the aggro going. Definitely just gonna kill that. I think I want to save Power Stone Fracture for the big thing. Whatever comes down later. And just keep the pressure up. That one is solid. Basically negates an entire turn of what we're doing here. Ooh. I'm drawing well. Yeah, it doesn't really get a whole lot better than that. I was just going to trade and then play Battlefield Butcher, but if I draw the perfect answer, obviously I'm going to play it. Hopefully there's just Mishra's research desk right here. If I'm able to Power Stone Fracture the next creature, and then also play a Battlefield Butcher, it puts them under enormous pressure to close the game. Or, yeah, that's probably the worst for me, is then, ooh. I am, like I said, I'm drawing well. Alright, so I guess play that. I don't get to Butcher this turn. I could attack with the 3-1 and the 2-2, though. And get Butcher online. That's probably better. Because always is a free block. They probably have some way to interact because they weren't interested in unearthing this turn. Because they would do that if they had nothing here, I think. Just to set up for the next turn. Because it is until the end of your next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna attack with the infantry and the 2-2. and then get my Battlefield Butcher online. It's likely they have Gaia's Gift here. Okay. Ah, I see. That makes sense. What do I want to play? I guess I want the Mishra's Juggernaut next turn. That's probably the hardest to answer card when they're at 5. That's a good one. It was tempting to just Power Stone Fracture and attack for 3, but then I lose the Juggernaut. This play is great unless they have Gaia's Gift pretty much exactly. I think land is lethal now. I can play Reconstructed Thupter off of the Power Stone, tap it to play Power Stone Fracture, and then unearth for the last 2 points of damage. If I don't draw land, then I think I still probably make that play. But I did draw land, so play this. Tap it for black mana. Power Stone Fracture. Alright, we counted to 5. Excellent. Alright, we just need 2 more. This hand is pretty rough. Again, I think it's a keep. I think it's better than a mulligan. We should wait to see if we should get white or red mana, I think, with this. Alright, well I guess I'm just gonna get red because we have Rock Hunter. I guess well, there's no reason to wait there, I don't think. Not a great trade for us. If they have another Scrapwork Mutt, it's kind of bad. Urza. I'm gonna hold off on the Power Stone Fracture. You really want Excavation Explosion, the Urza? I think I want to trade with the Wing Commando. I hit for 3, they hit me back for 4. And then I can stabilize with the Battlefield Butcher. And I'll still have the Power Stone Fracture. For something really big. I do kind of get totally blown out by Mightstone's animation here, and I'm also losing to the Scrapwork Mutt. Oh, it's kind of rough. Yeah, that's a problem. But I can at least bring it back with a hero down the road. Alright, scrapwork mutt. Discarding... guess probably the infantry. And then playing a butcher. That's a good one. Okay, they discarded their scatter ray, so I'm just hoping they don't have another one. I think I'm supposed to play the hero and get back the... oops. Get back my blocker. Is pretty tricky. I don't really want to attack with the mutt this turn, because then the mutts just trade. We're also like super close to dead because of the strong bull. But I can Power Stone fracture it. But I kind of need to Power Stone. I kind of need to kill the strong bull more than anything. So I think I should attack with the mutt. Well, let me sack my rock hunter, kill the strong bull. Then attack with my mutt only. I guess I could attack with the hero also. Attack with the hero. Then I can also use Battlefield Butcher this turn. Maybe that's actually still... no. Because then the Carrion Locust can kill the Wing Commando. What? Yeah, I'm just going to attack with the mutt. Because they were likely to trade, which they did. Now I can do this. And I can still ping them this turn too. Kind of want to hold the land because of the mutt, but I think getting the damage online is more valuable. That is good. I think I should just play another butcher. That's now our plan. Kind of stressful because any removal spell kills me. Especially that one. Man, we were so close. But I have lost yet another run. It just kind of curved out on me. I had a little bit of an awkward draw. Yep, that's all. This deck was pretty bad, so 5 wins I think is above expectation. I definitely made a few mistakes. I didn't know what few cards did, and I definitely misbuilt to start. But I think just building an aggressive deck out of what we were given was good. Like, I put pressure on early and consistently, and we were able to have at least enough synergies to keep pushing damage. So I'm happy with it turned out. Could have played a little better. Could have built a little better. Inks to not quite get the 7 wins, but like I said, I think I'm still having fun. I'll probably do some more. And so hopefully see you in the next one.